Hey there, fellow explorers, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a trip to the Maldives, not to some luxurious resort island, but to the capital city, Malé. Now Malé isn't just the political hub, it's also the most densely populated island in the entire country, packing upwards of 200,000 people into just 8.3 square kilometers. Crazy, right? So, what exactly makes this tiny island such a human magnet? Let's dive in and find out. Ever wondered why the tiny island of Malé in the Maldives is so densely populated? Just a speck on the map, this minute island city boasts a population density that rivals some of the world's largest metropolises. Picture this, a place so compact yet teeming with life, culture, and vibrancy. It's as if every square inch has its own story to tell. What could possibly make this small island such a magnet for people? Let's dive into the reasons behind this staggering density. First up, Malé is the capital city of the Maldives, an archipelago comprising of 26 atolls and over 1,000 coral islands. This speck of land lies in the middle of the Indian Ocean, surrounded by a vast expanse of water. Malé is the heartbeat of the Maldives. It is home to the government, businesses, the only international airport, and pretty much all the major hospitals and educational institutions. So, if you need anything, a good job, good healthcare, a good education for your kids, you have to head to Malé. This concentration of opportunities naturally pulls people in from all over the archipelago. But the limited land space isn't the only geographical constraint. Malé is a coral island, which means it's flat and low-lying. There are no mountains to build on, no valleys to fill in. The highest point on the island is just over 2 meters above sea level. And with the threat of rising sea levels due to climate change, the available land for habitation is likely to decrease in the future. This geographical limitation directly contributes to Malé's high population density. When there's limited land, people have to live close together. Buildings in Malé are tightly packed, often rising vertically to accommodate more residents. It's not uncommon to see multi-story buildings, sometimes as high as 10 floors, on this tiny island. But geography alone doesn't explain the population density. There's also the issue of land ownership. In the Maldives, all land is owned by the state, and it's the government that decides who gets to use it. This means that there's a limited supply of land that can be bought or sold. And in Malé, where the demand for land is high, this leads to further crowding. So the limited land space is one factor, but there's more to it. As we delve deeper into the reasons behind Malé's dense population, we'll see that it's not just about the size of the island. It's about how the land is used, how the people adapt, and how they've turned a geographical challenge into a unique, thriving cityscape. Another major reason for the high population density is internal migration. The Maldives, a paradise on Earth, consists of 26 atolls, home to over 1,000 islands. Yet a substantial number of the Maldivian population resides in the capital city, Malé. Why, you may ask? The simple answer is the allure of better living conditions, job opportunities, and education that Malé provides, compared to the rest of the islands. To understand the extent of this internal migration, let's delve into some statistics. As of the last census, Male's population was around 150,000 people, making up over a third of the country's total population. Now consider this, the Maldives' total land area is less than 300 square kilometers, and Malé occupies a minuscule 2 square kilometers of that. Yet it houses over a third of the population. This migration is not a recent phenomenon. Historically, Maldivians from other islands have moved to Malé for better opportunities. The trend has only intensified over the years. As a result, Malé has become a bustling city, teeming with people from all walks of life who have left their homes in search of something more. The government's focus on developing Malé as the primary hub for commerce, education, and healthcare has further fueled this migration. The promise of a better life, better jobs, and better education draws people from the furthest corners of the country to this tiny, densely populated island. However, this migration has had its consequences. The city's infrastructure is strained, and the cost of living has skyrocketed. Yet the allure of Malé's opportunities continues to draw people in, contributing to its high population density. In essence, Malé's dense population is not just a result of its geographically limited land area. It's a tale of aspiration, a narrative of people seeking a better life. The continuous flow of internal migrants from the outer islands to the capital city is a significant component of this story. Thus, internal migration plays a significant role in the high population density. Urbanization and infrastructure also have a big part to play. Now, let's delve into the metropolis of Malay. You see, urbanization and infrastructure are like magnets. They pull people towards them, creating a bustling city life that's hard to resist. Imagine Malay as a beacon in the night, a hub of opportunity and convenience that outshines other parts of the Maldives. Think about it. In Malay, you have everything you need at your fingertips. Schools, hospitals, shopping centers, and business districts, they're all within a stone's throw. The city is a one-stop shop, meeting the needs of its residents in a way that other areas in the Maldives simply can't match. Now, contrast this with the rest of the Maldives. The islands are scattered, separated by miles of ocean. The isolation makes it challenging to build infrastructure and services on par with Malay. The result? A stark disparity between the capital and the rest of the country. Take education, for example. The quality of schools in Malay is generally higher due to the concentration of resources. So, it's no surprise that families migrate to the city, seeking better educational opportunities for their children. Healthcare tells a similar story. With a higher concentration of hospitals and clinics, Malay offers a wider range of medical services than other parts of the Maldives. This draws people in, particularly those in need of specialized care. And it's not just about availability, it's also about accessibility. In Malay, everything is close by. You don't have to travel long distances to reach a hospital or a school. The convenience factor is a powerful draw. So you see, the concentration of urbanization and infrastructure in Malay creates a strong pull. It's a city that promises opportunity, convenience, and a certain quality of life. And these promises are compelling enough to draw people in, adding to the city's density. So, urbanization and infrastructure concentration further promote the population density. So, how does this all add up? The geographical constraints of Malay, its internal migration trends, and the concentration of urbanization and infrastructure are the main factors that contribute to its dense population. Let's start with the geographical constraints. The Maldives is an archipelago of 26 atolls made up of more than 1,000 coral islands. But among all these islands, Malay, the capital city, stands out. It's a tiny island, just over 1 square mile in size. But despite its small size, it's home to over a third of the country's population. Next, we have the internal migration. The allure of better job opportunities, education, and healthcare services has drawn people from the outer islands to Malay. The island's population has been swelling over the years, as people from across the Maldives move to the capital in search of a better life. Lastly, the concentration of urbanization and infrastructure has played a significant role. The government has centralized many essential services and facilities in Malay, making it the hub of the nation's activity. This centralization has driven more people to settle in the capital, further increasing its population density. So, while Malay may be tiny in size, it's a bustling city packed with people, buildings, and life. Despite its small size, Malay's population density is a fascinating study of how geography, migration, and urban development can converge. Thanks for watching, and remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel as we explore the world one video at a time.